Good evening, friends. So the topic for today is the what are the different softwares which we can use in the research. So I categorize the software into different categories and then discuss one by one. So I started with the qualitative research software because when you start doing research, so I believe that the first of all, every researcher must know how to use qualitative research. How to start qualitative research? There are many reasons of it because there is no mathematical background required for this kind of research. Only a common sense up and updated person is needed to conduct the qualitative research. So qualitative research is the most easiest kind of research. However, it requires a lot of patience, updation, selection of the new topics. So I found the four softwares are very recent softwares, latest softwares, which are covering the qualitative research. Mm. So the one is, so I also forget the name of the Atlas TI. So there are five softwares which are very helpful in and very easy also to learn the qualitative data analysis. So I mentioned the software. The first is NVO 15 software. The 15th is the version. NVO I found the most effective software for conducting the qualitative research. So you can do thematic analysis, content analysis, sentiment analysis, text mining, all the qualitative aspect you can do in NVO software. So you can generate memos, you can generate maps. So there are a lot of flexibility with the software and economy wise, the software is very cheap. So normally we buy this software 9,000 for 2 years. So by paying 9,000 for 2 years, it's a reasonable cost according to me because the facility we are getting from using this software is excellent. Then the substitute of NVivo 15 is Atlas TI and Max QDA. So Max QDA and Atlas TI, they are the substitute of NVivo, but I recommend the NVivo 15 for qualitative research. The another software which I recommend is the Orange software. It is available free of cost. And in Orange, there are two important additions. The one is the Orange text mining, text analysis edition, and Orange image analytics edition. So if your data is a text data, which is coming from interviews, books, articles, research papers, interviews, so everything can be analyzed with the help of text mining option. So there are many algorithms which are available in Orange text mining. Like there is a proximity algorithm in text mining. There is a prefix and suffix algorithm. There is a text embedding algorithm. So these are the all new algorithms which are like a simple सी बात है. You can analyze the text data with the help of Orange software very easily. You cannot do thematic analysis in Orange software, but all other things you can do. Similarly, if you are working on the image, picture data, picture from the Instagram. So if you have picture data, so you can analyze this data set with the help of a very updated algorithm. उस algorithm का नाम है image embedding. So this image embedding is a algorithm which convert the images into micro level pixels and into the number data. so that you can do all mathematical operations on it. So these five softwares I found which are good for qualitative research methods or analyzing the qualitative data. And apart from this, you can also go for Textalizer. So this is another software, but because I'm not aware about this software, somebody recommend me to use Textalizer software. So you can do the text mining on this also and make some beautiful graphs. So these are the softwares used for text analysis, image analysis, thematic analysis, grounded theory approach, like that. Now the another so these are the list of 10 softwares I found from the Google that the best qualitative data analysis softwares are these. Unfortunately, we don't have any free software. The free software is only the Orange software. And although R and Python is also offering some libraries, but they requires a lot of coding, so that's why I'm not recommending them. So my recommendation is only NVivo and Orange text mining, Orange image analytics. So these three softwares are sufficient for conducting the qualitative research. After qualitative research, so once you are familiar with the qualitative research, then the another next step is to examine the research literature review. So any analysis which can be done on the literature review. Literature review means existing literature. So we divide them into three categories. The bibliometric analysis. This is the analysis of existing data on a particular topic. The SLR is the systematic literature review, and meta-analysis. All the three analyses are coming in the area of literature review. So we used three softwares frequently. These are the three softwares which we are using frequently. So these softwares are Bibliometric, BiblioShiny. Bibliometric or BiblioShiny is available in RStudio. So the name of the package is BiblioShiny. So BiblioShiny is available free of cost. You can do excellent analysis on bibliometrics in BiblioShiny. BiblioShiny read normally two dataset. One is the Scopus dataset, and it requires Web of Science dataset. So Web of Science and Scopus is a kind of dataset which includes all published papers, data of all published papers that is coming from Web of Science or Scopus. Then you can use WAS Viewer. BiblioShiny is available free of cost. WAS Viewer is available free of cost. Meta Essential is also available free of cost. So all the three softwares are available or they are openware. WAS Viewer is known for excellent graphs of co-citation analysis, co-author analysis, co-occurrence analysis. So WAS Viewer is normally used for beautiful graphs in the bibliometric analysis. Meta Essential is a software which is developed by ERIM. The ERIM is actually Erasmus Research Institute of Management. So basically, they are the collaborations. They are this institute is in Netherlands. So they developed the software Meta Essential, and it is one of the best and freely available software for doing the Meta Essential meta analysis. Now, in meta analysis, a lot of new techniques are also coming. So recently, I learned one new technique that is called meta structural equation modeling. And I'm also giving you the idea that what new technique you should learn. So I found that the MetaSem, anybody who is writing paper on MetaSem, it is very easy to publish papers in A star journals. So, anybody of you, if thinking to publish the paper in A star or A category, so I suggest to learn MetaSem, Meta Structural Equation Model. So MetaSem is a new technique, but it cannot be done on Meta Essential. So it can be done on any other software. So that is the new three softwares which I recommend to do the analysis and the literature review. There are also I heard about some softwares like Bivexcel is there and City Site Space is there. So there are many other softwares available, but my recommendation is on three software if you want to learn or if you want to do bibliometric, SLR, and meta-analysis. Then now the question comes that what to do when we collect the data from survey data. So survey data is the most common data. When you collect data from questionnaire, so this data is called survey data, or we also call it cross-sectional data. So in cross-sectional data, the most common software is SPSS. There are many substitute of SPSS like Statistica, Minitab, but I found as compared to all the software, the SPSS is the cheap and best software. And the best part of SPSS is that it is the cracked version of the software is easily available. Both SPSS and MOS, the cracked version are easily available. So there are many websites who provided these softwares. So I don't know how it is possible, but this is a facility that these software is approachable very easily, and they are also providing the trial versions. So SPSS and MO softwares I recommend for doing the statistical analysis. Then the smart palace is growing very fast. It is very costly software. The 1 month fees is 2600. So that's why smart palace is but it is coming very fast, growing very fast. So smart palace is one of the software which is used for doing structural equation modeling on the survey data. But you can also do that in MO software. So that is equally good. Then we are having G Power. G Power is a software used for identifying the sample size, so that we discussed in the sampling design session. Now IBM SPSS and IBM MOS. So these are the product of IBM. Earlier, there was a company called SPSS. SPSS was a company, but it was acquired by IBM. So now IBM is acquiring these two brands, the SPSS and MOS. Then this is the logo of Smart Palace, and Beta Alpha is the logo of the G Power software. So I also came across with a new software called Sawtooth software. So Sawtooth software is used for marketing research techniques, especially if you want to apply conjoint analysis. So the software Sawtooth software is excellent. Although we can do conjoint in SPSS also, but Sawtooth is especially designed software for conjoint analysis. All type of conjoint analysis can be done in the using with the help of this software. And one more software that is used frequently by the companies is SAS. SAS. So 10 years back, the software was very popular among companies, but nowadays I never heard that anybody is using SAS. So the companies have shifted themselves from SAS to SPSS or R or Python. So these specialized softwares actually kill the market of SAS. Now, if I suggest you the technique for research paper, so I recommend a technique called conjoint analysis, which is very good analysis for published papers. Then there are some new techniques coming related to the brand analytics. The name of the techniques are the multiple correspondence analysis, the perceptual mapping, preferential mapping. Then, so these are the techniques which are heavily used in marketing research. So these techniques can be applied with the help of Sawtooth and SPSS. So then we are moving to the new section, uh, time series. So those who are working in finance and economics, so it's very common to use time series data. So time series is a specialized area where different type of softwares are required. Like for example, even if you have time series data, and if you download the time series data or upload in the time series data in SPSS, the SPSS will assume it as a cross sectional data. अगर आप कोई भी टाइम सीरीज डेटा एसपीएसएस में ओपन करोगे तो बाय डिफॉल्ट वो उसको क्रॉस सेक्शन ही मान लेगा. So that's why these softwares are not useful to deal with the time series data set. So there are some specialized software designed especially for time series. So I found two best software in time series. Number one, eViews, and number two, RETS. So eViews is a number one software you can say for time series data. And recently I inquire about the price, that what is the price of eViews. So I came to know that if anybody want to buy eViews academic version, the price is approximately 58,000 forever. So by spending 58,000, you can buy the software eViews. The latest version is eViews 14. However, the website, they allow you to download the student version and can use it for 6 months. So anybody who want to learn eViews, they can download the student version of eViews. It is available free of cost. However, there is a limit of the data points and the some technique you cannot run on the student version. But for learning point of view, that's good. So we all use eViews student version for the analysis purpose. And the at par with eViews is R. R is very strong in for time series analysis. So any type of time series analysis, all methods are available in R. Even if there are many techniques which are not available in eViews, they are also available in R. So R is one of the best addition to the eViews. Some techniques we prefer to use in eViews and some techniques we prefer in R. Now, from publication point of view, there are new area of techniques like the multivariate GARS model, the GAR and the combination of GAR and VAR model. So there is a different combinations. Kalman filter model, Markov regime model, then decomposition, wavelet decomposition model. So these are all new techniques which are available in eViews and are also. And even I believe that the publication is easier. Why? Because there are very few researchers who have command on these software. So frankly speaking, in India, if I talk about India, I have not seen anybody who is having command on time series. पूरे इंडिया में मुझे एक भी ऐसा व्यक्ति नहीं मिला, ऐसा रिसर्चर नहीं मिला जो इन सॉफ्टवेयर पे कमांड रखता हो, अनफॉर्चुनेटली. सो इन इवन इन ऑल IIMs, जितने भी हमारे टॉप इंस्टीट्यूट्स हैं, IIM, even they are not offering these courses. So you can understand that in this area, in time series analytics, time series econometrics, so we are very far behind. But if you want to learn the software, so I suggest you, first of all, you should learn the linear algebra, because all the time series models are based on linear algebra. Linear algebra, in short form, we call it matrix algebra. And there are almost 32 sessions on linear algebra by a professor of MIT. The name of the professor is Gilbert Strong. Gilbert Strong is number one professor in the world who is the specialist of linear algebra. तो अगर कोई आप में से अगर कोई सीखना ही चाहता है कि भाई मैं डिटेल में ही सीख लूं, so I recommend you to first of all see the session of Gilbert Strong to understand the linear algebra, and then go to these softwares like eViews, Reds, and Gauss. Gauss is very costly software. I have not found any cheap version of Gauss. Gauss एक ऐसा software है जो बहुत ही which can do a top level analysis on time series, but actually the problem is that it is not available free of cost, or even is low price. It is a very costly software. So these are the softwares which are highly recommended for the time series. Even Python, the programs are coming very fast. So some people are developing the programs in Python for time series analysis. So anybody who is comfortable in R and Python can also use many codes for time series analysis. And publication is also very easy. I believe that the publication in finance by with the help of these softwares is a little easier. The reason is that sometimes we found that the we write Utpadang technique in any on the data set, and it was accepted by the publication. So I have seen this many times. So if you apply the Gauss DCC Markov Regime model, आपने दो तीन मॉडल कंबाइन कर दिए, like I'm saying you the combination of DCC guards, the combination of uh, Kalman filter, or combination of Markov regime and the wavelet decomposition. So the publication is little easy. I have seen many people who are just combining the wavelet and co-integration and published in a category journal. So that is in actually time series, the technique is the only thing which is important. The reason because in last 25 years, पिछले 25 सालों में एक भी नई थ्योरी फाइनेंस में नहीं आई है. There is not a single theory which came in the last 25 years in finance. The only theory which came 25 years back was Black-Scholes. So the last new concept came in 2000, approximately 2000, was a Black-Scholes model. After that, no new model came in the finance area. So therefore, the finance area totally depends upon the econometric modeling. So if you want to write paper on econometric modeling using financial data, the command on the technique is very important. So that is about time series data set. And about the data. The data, if somebody is having the access on Bloomberg, the data is not a problem. Almost in every IIMs, the Bloomberg software is available. The another software which is very useful in time series data is the Thomson Reuters. So Bloomberg is number one, Thomson Reuters is number two. And then we are having some local data set like CMIE database. So they are offering the Probis database. They are offering some other also. So they have many other databases like economic data set, the merger and acquisition data set. So if you have the access on the data set, then and if you know the technique, then publication is, I believe it is very easy. So few years back, I write a paper that asymmetric, idiosyncratic volatility, something like that. ना वो मुझे समझ में आया कि मैं क्या लिख रहा हूँ, ना रिव्यूअर को समझ में आया कि वो क्या पढ़ रहा है, तो बट इट वाज एक्सेप्टेड एंड पब्लिश्ड. So I feel this is the area where knowledge is very less. So the rats is a product of estima. Gauss is altogether different software. EViews 14 is available. So I recommend, if you can afford to buy the EViews 14, buy it. So the cost is 58,000, but it is for lifelong. So I'm going to buy this software recently in coming time because there's a lot of work is coming on this software. Then we are moving to the panel data analytics. और मैं so I was surprised. I have a many time I was surprised. Many scholars in India, they are working on panel data, but they don't know it is a panel data. They are treating the data as a cross-section data or time series data. So students don't know that we are working on panel data. Similarly, surprisingly, I attended some meetings in on data analytics in industry, and I was surprised, shocked that even the top data analyst in the industry, they don't know what is panel data. Professor of JNU, they don't know what is the difference between panel data and pool data. So again, the problem is that the clarity is very less. So what is the exact difference between panel data, pool data, longitudinal data, and how to deal with it? So a special kind of softwares are required to deal with the panel data. So I recommend only two softwares, although we can do analysis in eViews and many other softwares, but I strongly recommend the Stata and RStudio for handling with panel data. Stata is excellent software for handling the panel data. So I have not seen any good software better than Stata. Stata में इतनी फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी है कि आप बहुत सारे मॉडल बहुत आराम से लगा सकते हो. So I recommend. एंड दी गुड पार्ट इज दैट स्टेटा इज, आप स्टेटा को बड़े आराम से अरेंज कर सकते हो, बहुत आराम से मिल जाता है. एंड द पोर्टेबल वर्जन इज आल्सो वेरी इजीली अवेलेबल. सो यू कैन गेट दी स्टेटा सॉफ्टवेयर. आर स्टूडियो इज आल्सो फ्री सॉफ्टवेयर, सो यू कैन download freely. So these two softwares I recommend for the handling with panel data. So now it is a new area, the multi-decision criteria modeling. And I have seen that some of my friends, they are publishing papers like anything, and they are based on multi-decision criteria modeling. So this is a new topic, new area where papers are heavily published or in demand. I have two publication. I also have publication on ASP, ISM, MICMAC, and using Smart PS, ISM. But normally we apply Excel. We use Excel sheets for all the calculations because there is a lot of calculations are required for these softwares, these techniques. Like we have AHP, analytical hierarchical process. So there are many Excel templates available for running the AHP method. Even you can run AHP in different softwares like GEMS. I go through one paper. The topic of the paper is the best multidisciplinary modeling software. So the paper say that the JAMS is the number one software for MDCM. This is popularly known as MDCM. So they suggested two softwares. One is JAMS and second is Lindo. And I also use sometimes Smart ISM. So Smart ISM is also a software. So there are three softwares for using multi-decision criteria modeling. So AHP is a good technique for publish papers. ISM and MICMAC is also a deadly combination. And nowadays there is a new addition into it that is called TISM, Total Interpretive Structural Modeling. So if you know ISM, MICMAC, and TISM, then the paper is little easy because in India nobody knows TISM. Recently I met one IIT professor who knows TISM, but very few people knows TISM. So how to conduct TISM? Nobody knows in India, and whosoever knows, they will not share with you their knowledge. But paper publication is very high. If you understand how to apply ISM and TISM on the data set, so paper publication is little easier. Topsis is a another technique. So it is a two-way decision-making criteria. AHP, ISM, and MICMAC analysis is a one-way. One-way means you are having set of attributes only in one side. If you have two set of attributes in two side, then you can apply Topsis. Then DEA is very old technique. Many people knows how to apply DEA. There is a Excel sheets available for DEA. So DEA stand for data envelope analysis. It is a kind of many independent linear programming. So when you have many dependent variables, many independent variables, and you want to find out that which cross-section unit is the best in maximizing the input for maximizing the output. So that kind of analysis you can use DEA and frontier analysis. Smart PS ISM is the name of the software which is freely available, and you can apply the ISM and MICMAC analysis on this software. But I also read some criticism that this software is also giving some wrong output in some cases. So, but the people are using it frequently. And the next is machine learning modeling. Nowadays, you know that everybody is talking about machine learning. So, what is machine learning? It is a kind of artificial intelligence. And you know that nowadays, everybody is talking about artificial intelligence. So, what is the artificial intelligence? Actually, even when I visit some colleges, the dean says that. So, I'm just giving you one example. So, dean of the management department say that we are going to start a new course on artificial intelligence. So, I asked them, so, sir, do you understand what is artificial intelligence? So, he said yes. So then I asked, so what do you mean by artificial intelligence? So they say that neural network and so. So actually, there is complete nuisance, confusion in the mind who is teaching artificial intelligence. Basically, artificial intelligence, because I asked this question to industry people, and they say that the artificial intelligence is a combination of three things: the input data, live processing, and output data. So if you develop a system when the data is read live, the processing is also live, output delivery is also live. जब ये तीनों चीजें लाइव होती हैं कि लाइव डेटा आता है, लाइव प्रोसेस होता है, लाइव आउटपुट निकलता है, and without any human intervention, Then this system is called the artificial intelligence system. And there is not a single college, university in India who is teaching this kind of knowledge to their students. So that is a fact. Okay. So the softwares which are used for machine learning approach, in machine learning, we uh, include maximum 7 or 8 techniques, which include random forest optimization, decision tree modeling, neural network, support vector machine. Then we are having polynomial regression model. So these are the logistic regression model. So these are the top techniques required for machine learning algorithm. So even machine learning algorithm you can also apply on image data, text data. Like for example, in a chatbot, you are asking the queries, chatbot is analyzing the queries and giving you the live solution. So this is a chatbot is a kind of AI which is giving you the instant solution of your queries. So these are the examples of machine learning. This is a text prediction. We call it text prediction. Similarly, Digi Yatra. Digi Yatra is known as image prediction. It is based on image prediction modeling. So when you want to analyze the images and want to predict the images, so these kind of modelings are required. So nowadays, almost every company who is using the machine learning models, so they are using the live data and processing live and everything is live. So the most important softwares which I found behind all these things is Python, R, and Orange. So machine learning coding, machine learning programming is easily available in all these softwares. So these are the softwares which are very popular. And now there is a new trend that the routine data, like survey data. So people are applying machine learning models on survey data. Somebody told me recently that if you, because whenever somebody collect the data from questionnaire and they apply ANOVA, t-test and all these things, regression, correlation. So why not they are applying machine learning model? Why not they are applying random forest? Why not they applying the artificial intelligence techniques? The publication will be very easy. Well, not very easy, but comfortable, better. So my suggestion is that think, can we apply machine learning models on our data set? If yes, it means your probability of publication increases very fast. So this is my suggestion that try to apply machine learning modeling models. So I gave you 6 models. These I'm just repeating these models. Number one is random forest. Number two, descent tree model. Number three is polynomial regression. Then neural network models. Then logistic regression models. Then linear regression model. So these are the top 6 machine learning models available in the all the softwares. So we also have some other models like support vector machine, and there are some more common models. Okay. So finally, I also recommend you to use the data visualization software, because now data visualization is a new technique, new upcoming area that where you visualize your data set. So in there is a growing trend to visualize the data in research papers with the help of Power BI and W or Google Studio. So there are 3 softwares which are very popular for visualizing the data. So these softwares are Power BI, which I mostly recommend. Why? Because Power BI desktop is available free of cost. Power BI is available free of cost. So you can download it is an openware. It is a product of Microsoft. So Microsoft is developing Power BI regularly. It is one of the best software for generating the diagrams. Even you can generate animated diagrams जिसमें diagram चलता हुआ दिखेगा आपको. So Power BI is one of the best software for animated diagrams and the all advanced kind of diagrams. So because it is available free of cost, so you can download it and learn it. Tableau is a competitor of Power BI. It is older than Power BI, but slowly and slowly it is coming down, and Power BI is surpassing the Tableau. We are having the Google Studio also that is available free of cost, but I found it is not as compatible as Power BI. है प्रोडक्ट गूगल का प्रोडक्ट है लेकिन उतना अच्छा मुझे लगा नहीं है. Okay, so these are the softwares. Now after that, one thing which I am not able to cover because of my incomplete knowledge, but I recommend you to that. There are many softwares which are coming for two things. One is generative AI and second is open AI. I believe that the next 5 years, everybody will talk about the open artificial intelligence and generative artificial intelligence. So there are many softwares which are coming like Hypotenuse, Google Gemini, so Research Rabbit. There are many new softwares are coming which are the uh, future of research. Nowadays, I know that many people are using ChatGPT, they are using Research Rabbit, they are using some other tools. But this is my expectation that in future these software will be very very common. अभी इनकी नॉलेज बहुत ज्यादा नहीं है क्योंकि अभी ये डेवलपमेंट फेज में है. सो the companies are developing the generative AI and open AI, but in coming days, so these software will be the future of research as well, because now the checking flag is very easy from these AI based softwares. Writing the literature review is very easy with the help of these softwares. The grammatical find problem you can find out with the help of these softwares. So there are many softwares which now makes it easy to write the papers. The problem is that if anybody don't know how to use these softwares for research publication, it means you are again going behind. मतलब सीधी सी बात है कि अगर ये आपको आता है तो आप कई लोगों से आगे चले जाओगे. अगर आपको ये नहीं आता तो कई लोगों से आप पीछे चले जाओगे. I'm also giving my time to learning these softwares, but due to shortage of time, मैं बहुत ज़्यादा time दे नहीं पाता. But I started learning all these softwares, which will be the future of research, right? So this is the this I actually I make this small presentation, which includes almost every software which we are using for research analysis. So in case of detailed discussion, you can ask. And if anything comes in future or you want to recommend anything, I will add in the slide. So thank you very much. And but you can ask any query related to the presentation.